Hi, loves. I am back. I was away for what feels like 6 weeks of traveling, starting with Burning Man, then Europe. I visited Ukraine, Poland, Italy, Netherlands, and then also Middle East, Israel, and Jordan. It was amazing, amazing time. I don't think I ever been so happy and so fulfilled and felt so good in my entire life. It was truly, truly magical. And that was the moment of coming back to harsh reality of New York City and dealing with all the tasks and all the responsibilities. And for today's topic, I would like to talk on the subject how to be in the flow. Because when we think about the flow, we always think about something amazing and something positive and something exciting. And the truth about life and what I love about Tantra in particular is that it's all about how you're going to balance the polarity, how you're going to manage the shifts in the flow. Because what I know for myself, very, very good, that when everything feels amazingly glorious and happy, as much as appreciative and grateful I am, I also know that this phase will come to an end. And I know that something else will happen, whether I like it or I don't. And when things are challenging and then there are obstacles or there are just uncomfortable circumstances or conflicts, what I also know at the back of my head is that it will come to an end, it will come to a resolution. And when it comes to flow, is to have the inner trust that aside from you, your actions, your worry, your freakouts, your intentions, and your desires, there is also a flow, kind of like a current of life. And it's important to checking in with that, right? Feel yourself, but also feel what is happening around me. And can I just trust life that even if this moment is not so amazing, can I trust that I'm not going to get stuck here, that I'm not going to die here, that it's not against me, it's just this turn on the journey of the flow. And I want to also point out from a practical standpoint how you can tap or how you can feel the flow in your life. The first step, number one, it always connect and check in with yourself. How do I feel? What is present for me? And it can be everything's good, or it can be, wow, I feel uncertain, right? Or I don't feel good, or I feel bad about myself. And then the brilliant question, okay, so what do I need? How can I show up at my best to support myself? Because if you're not kind or if you don't listen, this information that's coming from your body, and your body will tell you, right? If you've been following my channel, you know that embodiment practices and listening to the body is the best guidance because body will tell you a straight answer. Feels good. This does not feel good. And there's no ways how we can talk ourselves into that. It's very clear, yes or no. Right. And when I came back to New York, I felt right away how my body tenses up. Felt right away the guard. I felt right away shift in my energy. And I felt how my connection with people shifted because of that. And I need to actually put more action to be in my heart space, right? Or to show up authentically, or even be in connection with me and my desires, right? And I ask myself, okay, why do I feel that way? Oh, I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel safe in New York, right? It feels there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of movement, a lot of kind of chasing, a lot of hustling of the energy. I don't like this energy. Okay, so I don't like this energy. Then how can I support myself? Right? What is it that I need? And then sit and listen, because there's no coach, there's no guru, there's no tarot cards reader that can tell you what to do. And that's solely yours. That's solely for you to start learning what it is that I need to come to balance, what it is that I need to trust the actions that I'm taking, and what it is that I need to trust life. That, yeah, that I'm right now here, that doesn't feel great, but what it is that I need to find the trust. And in step number 2, no judgment. When you're going through turbulence, the most awful thing you can do is to start judging yourself and saying to yourself how bad you are, how incapable you are, or that you're lacking something, or that you're not enough, or that you're a loser. I'd really be aware of assigning those negative words to yourself. And instead of judging yourself, operating from a place, what do I need? What do I need to feel better? What do I need to make the circumstances better? What do I need to bring more balance? Right? And what can I do? How can I support myself? How can I show up at my best? Right? And if I don't know something, okay, where can I go and learn? Right? Instead of, oh, you're just bad, or you're inadequate, right? Or you're weird, or you're odd, or people don't like you. Or if you did that, nobody will ever like you or love you or talk to you, because that's not true. But when we attacking ourselves with judgment, or when we judging severely the circumstances or other people, we actually cutting the flow of our energy, because it's almost like you're sending a message to yourself, well, why bother? And if why bother, then you not channeling, right, what it is that needs to come through you, or you're just not vibrating. So you're not visible to people, to circumstances, right, or to solutions. You're just turning off your light, you dimming your light. And step number 3 is play. Just remember that at the end of the day, you cannot calculate life, you cannot predict life. Things not going to be great all the time. And that's actually not a lot what you can do. And adding a little bit of humor, adding a little bit of playfulness would make your experience in this stuck moment or challenging moment, or where you feel like I don't know what to do, where you feel lost, will make a little bit more dynamic, right? Will make a little bit more like make a little bit more positive. And that is the beauty of it. And that's something that you can do in any circumstances. You can add that play into it. And that's your choice. And I always say, right, live your power, regardless of anything. Live your power. Don't live your pattern. Don't go into that survival pattern where you shutting off, or where you, right, disconnecting from your needs, from your desires, from what it is that inspire you. Right? And coming back to what I start sharing, I'm noticing that about myself as well, right? That, okay, I might not be as happy, as comfortable in New York, but what it is that I can do to not to let that affect me drastically, how I can still show up in my authenticity, how I can still show up in my creativity, how I can still bring this mellow vibe about myself and what I do and what authentic to me, and how I can let my voice to be more louder instead of turning it off. And those are questions that pushes you to become the best version of yourself, right? And allows you to actually feel, you know what? I'm stronger than any circumstances in my life, right? So being in the flow, it is your choice to support and love yourself, and trust life. Trust life that solutions will come. And it's not just you looking for those solutions, right? There's this beautiful quote that if you desiring something, if you're passionate about something, the whole universe conspiring to help you. Right? So what do I need to believe that? What do I need to feel that? What do I need to tap in that and just surrender and surrender to the flow of life and surrender to my journey? Whether you're experiencing the happiest moment of your life or whether you experience one of the most challenging moments of your life, I trust that I am exactly where I'm meant to be. And I know that I will turn anything, right? I will alchemize that into gold, into positive, juicy, delicious experience. So comment below. How do you find the flow? Or how do you experience being in the flow? And what are the challenges on that journey? And definitely practice those 3 steps. I'll see you soon.